All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Going back to Tarkov today. One raid off Bill Caban. Finished part one quest. Going back. Oh. That's one.
Блядь, берцащими!
Those lines. Oh, no one's. Yo, what up?
Hello?
What up?
Let's see here.
Going
Dude, I don't
out?
know. I'm trying to see if I am turning something off. I have like my computer to like not run anything like on startup apps. It runs almost like nothing. But I think I have something to do with my sound. Because I need, because I'll start my Stream Deck and I'll open it up.
Right.
And everything sound wise is pretty much like you have to okay it. Like it's like give it like
reset it or whatever.
I give it administrator access.
Right.
For like certain, I think for Steam, I give Steam admin access. I give Voice Mod Pro. I give my Stream Deck admin access. And so when I turn on my PC and I turn it back on, the Stream Deck doesn't have access. The buttons don't have access to switch from my speakers to my headset.
Right. You have to like manually do that each time.
Sometimes, especially after an update. After an update, forget it.
Yeah, you might as well just restart the whole thing again.
Right. It's just like it's that bad.
That's fucking
and
annoying.
then it is annoying. And so I'm trying to see Elgato control. Here, let me do this. Enable. We're gonna enable that. And then hopefully that's a thing. Alright, so what's up, man? Are you gonna move or what?
Dude, I have no idea what's like. I'm looking and making plans just in case, I guess, but like I don't know. Like she wants to move in with me, and like I don't even. Her mom's getting like wants to kick her out because her mom thinks she's an alcoholic. So she's like, well, fuck this. I'll just.
Is she an alcoholic?
Nah, I wouldn't consider it. Like, when we go out and drink, like we literally straight up have like 2 or 3. Not like, and we're not getting like blaster. We're not drinking heavy duty beers or anything. Like it's straight up like bomb the barrel, fucking. You know, I'm drinking like a Bud Light or something. So. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't make the move with her unless y'all are together. Just because you gotta make, like, if you put all that energy into yourself, dude, you'd be like so much further along. Like I tell you this, man. I am trying to have you avoid mistakes I made at your age because I wasn't strong enough or I wasn't wise enough.
yeah, I just feel
And
like it's gonna be some bullshit.
And you might have to do these mistakes, or you might have to go down these paths. And maybe you're stronger than me in certain aspects. And maybe you have certain things like, or certain talents, certain DJ things. Who knows if you get a gig here or whatever, like that, those kind of things, right?
Right.
And so it's not me to tell you like what you should and shouldn't do, but I know for a fact that like at the end of the day, like the older you get, making friends is a solo thing. It's not a group activity anymore.
Right.
The older you get. And so when you're younger, we're like, oh, we make friends. We're in school. Oh, okay, everyone go here, and they'll like cattle you around and stuff. And you're like, okay, well, we make friends. We know each other. And but it becomes this like individual type of thing you got to do, and it takes effort, it takes time and stuff. And so I think that and you also have to, I've heard, you need to get used to the term of dating yourself and giving yourself time and self-care and all that stuff, you know. And when you give yourself those things, you're able to do that. Another thing also is, real quick, I want to talk to you is about that. You have a lot of demonic fucking things, dude, on your YouTube and on your, like, you have like this artwork stuff. And the reason I say that is because it is straight up, like, at the ministry I was at, down the hallway. What happens is when a guy would come into the ministry, they would have weapons, assignments, and demons attached to them. They would have things that they were literally being attacked by the enemy. The shit's real.
Right.
And down the hallway, sometimes there'd be. I never saw these things. I was spared from that.
That's good.
But yeah. I was given a gift of able to see things. Like when I was with Fiona, I could see light bodies and I could see shadows. One time I was making her bed and this cloud right above the bed and went away real fast. And I could see shadows and stuff like that. And it's scary stuff and it's very real. And so before we were intimate, she's like, "Do you see any shadows or anything like that?" You know. And,
right.
And sometimes I was tempted to lie because I wanted to, like, you know, and
give her that comfort. Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, so down the hallway at the ministry, there'd be this huge demon, like tall AF, dude, with a big nose and like just this huge head, and he would walk down the hallway. I never saw the thing. I did see one time I woke up and I looked across the hallway in the other room because we don't have doors. With this ministry, it's like a boot camp. And I looked over and I saw people at 3 in the morning, the witching hour, 3 in the morning. I saw them, a bunch of people getting up and getting ready. And then I further looked even more, and they were also in their bunks. They weren't in. These were shadows moving around the room, like going through their stuff.
Holy fuck.
And that's what I saw. So this other guy one time, this last time I was there, there's this other young Colombian kid from New York, and he like was watching this guy named Chris. So Chris Rogers is this like he's a sociopath type of, like, very charismatic type of guy, self-proclaimed sociopath. Right. He's like very charismatic and all that stuff. And he has a pretty amazing story. And he used to build like crazy, like really expensive stuff in Colorado, like up in the mountains on Vail or whatever, like these huge, like, we're talking dovetailed log cabins where they don't have a single nail in them. They just all fit perfectly, all the logs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I've cleaned.
He would do that. Yeah, he would do that stuff. And he got in a huge, crazy snowboarding accident. His face was completely smashed, his eye hanging out. Like the reaction of the nurse and stuff said it all. And he had his jaw wired shut, and he had to carry tin snips or whatever things to like carry. He had to, because his medication was so strong, he had to carry with him things to cut his the wires in his mouth open in case he had to throw up.
Because of his meds? Because
his pain meds were so strong. So in case he would have died. So in case he got nauseous from his pain medication, he had to pull out of his pocket a special surgical thing that cuts wires to cut that open in his mouth so he could throw up and not choke. And that's crazy, right?
That's insane.
And that's part of his story.
Yeah.
The doctor that worked that did his plastic surgery was a good doctor. Like, he was a good looking dude. Like, he did him right. He put his nose back, like he's like a good looking dude.
Right.
And so he was drawing one time. He would always doodle and draw. He was drawing, and he drew this demon he saw. He drew a fucking crying little girl. This demonic looking thing. It looks like the shit that you have on your thumbnails. And so the young guy from Colorado, or no, from the Colombian guy from New York, he's a younger guy. He was there, and I always talked to Sergio. Now Sergio was a good kid, could cut hair, and he's like, yeah, this and that, blah, you know, like, just grateful to be in this country, just a good kid, right?
Right.
And he's talking. He was over there, and I didn't see this happen, but he saw what Chris was drawing, and he turned white as a ghost. Damn. He's like, "What is that? Where did you see that? What did you know, like that?
Like, how do you know what that is? Yeah.
How do you know what that is? Because he had seen the same thing, and it had the same thing. That thing fucking jumped on his chest in the middle of the night, and he had to pray it off. And so the thing is, I think that a lot of times we want acceptance from people around us and even the world, and so we want to be edgy, and we want to be like, yeah, dude, I'm cool, this and that, everything's chill, blah, this and that. But we want acceptance from people that are fucking lost and are just fallen, bro.
Right.
And you got to understand that Jesus said, woe to him. In Luke, it says, woe to him who everyone likes. If everyone likes you, you're fucked, dude. If everyone likes you, you're screwed. Because you are not doing things of God.
Yeah.
You are doing your own thing. The world loves you. You're good and stuff like that. But before you know it, you're eating babies.
Right.
And you're doing some crazy shit that you see the Epstein files are about. You know what I mean? Like, just
yeah,
crazy, messed up stuff.
Yeah.
It's out of there. And so I just implore you, you can have edgy, badass stuff. It doesn't have to be Christianese. It doesn't have to be all Christian stuff. Just make it less, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Right.
And so because the enemy will attack, especially when you start doing right. And so you don't have to, I think that even one thing I was like, you know, there's certain things, even when we click on something, we're agreeing with that.
Right. On some extent, right.
Yeah, and so I don't really, personally, I don't feel I'm not gonna start clicking on that stuff. I want to look at your stuff, but I just like, whoa, that's really out there. Like, does that thing have teeth? Goodness, like what, you know? And it just kind of is off-putting to me. I'm older though.
I mean, to be fair, it's all scary movies. It's literally all from movies.
Okay, and I guess that's because I don't watch that stuff. Me personally, I think that stuff opens a portal, but I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think Resident Evil was the last. Like, Resident Evil gave me nightmares like that. I think it's a great IP, phenomenal. Capcom knocks it out the park. But for me, it scares the shit out of me, bro. Like, I don't want to have extra.
It's too realistic.
I just don't. It's really nutty, but it's good. It's a good. I'll watch someone play it, and it's not as bad now with the controls, but when it was like PlayStation 2, where you're a third person trying to control yourself,
dude,
like from a distance.
No. Good luck. Yeah, no, scary as hell.
It was bad. It was really scary. And so there's certain things I just don't, you know, deal with. And it's really hard sometimes, because sometimes I went into Amaranth's chat and there were some people, they were watching some evangelists. And of course, if you talk to people, like, they're like, Jesus, 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 like, they sound crazy. But in Corinthians, is the first, like, if we are out of our minds, it says in 2 Corinthians 5:13, if we are out of our minds, it is for God. But if we are in our right mind, it is for you. It is for your benefit. So sometimes people sound freaking crazy. And it's like, well, it's all for the Lord. It's glory to God. But if this makes sense to you, this is to bless you, dude.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly that.
It's meant for you,
so
then, yeah.
Right. And so people were just kind of like, and so in 1 Corinthians, I think it's 9:12 or something like that, it says we become all things, all people. And I typed to her and the thing, because she was like, I really like their energy. Even people, she was like, I really like these guys' energy, but she's like, yeah, but I think people are just gonna go to ChatGPT and be like, is this real? And I said, those guys are sold out for Jesus, as am I. And I said, we become all things, all people. That's what, it's literally what it says in 1 Corinthians 9:12. We become all things, all people, that we may save some. And I says, I won over some of my buddies just by being real. And it's like, when you go to someone with did I show you the Theo Vaughn thing? Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Oh, where he's like struggling and he's real, but it's like legitimate, you know? It's like, it's like, that thing is disarming, because you're like, man, he's not faking any of that. You know?
Right,
like
it's literally from personal,
and you're like,
kind of shit.
Right. And he's like praying God, and even when he's praying God, even when he's doing a foxhole prayer, he's like, God, help me out of this situation. He knows he's gonna hit another line, or he knows he's gonna do something, you know, like some more of that stuff. He knows it, and he's like, God, help me with that gap, help me with that part of me.
He just needs a little bit of buffer zone. Yeah, it's just a little...
Right. And that part, the Mark, the guy who baptized you, the guy who almost went pro skater, he told me, he's like, it will change your want to. Pray about the want tos that change your life. Like,
right,
change the things
it's giving you like a new perspective to, you know, like, oh, it doesn't have to be this way, you know, or, you know, whatever,
because your posture of your heart will completely change. You'll want to do different things. You're like, you know what? I used to go here all the time, just hang out, but I
just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. And I started doing this more. And I started doing this, and before I know it, I started, you know, like that kind of thing.
Right.
And it's a gradual thing. It's not a get-rich-quick type of scheme or overnight type of thing. God's not a genie.
Right, we're not Ed and Eddie trying to get a fucking quick fucking nickel for a jawbreaker by any means. Like,
right, because we usually want a key bump. We want something that fixes. That's why cocaine is so. That's why it's such a great selling product. it does what it needs to do right
Instantly.
away.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. There's no fuck
And
around. There's no wait. There's no
yeah,
no
it
nothing.
delivers.
Yeah.
And so people are, and I think the best. I don't know why I was trying to think of the best way to explain this because we're in situations. The world is in the world. Our journey in life has bumpy roads. There are bumps in the roads of our life, and we unfortunately pray to God about the bumps. And God's like, no, man. I make you. What I want to give you is make you a good suspension. I want to give you a good car, a good truck. I want to make that you. So top of the line, upgraded every year, even better and better. All the bells, all the whistles, everything you could ever want. I want to make that you to where those bumps don't phase you.
Right, you're not even
Don't
thinking
worry
about any
about
of that shit anymore. Not even a second
yeah.
thought.
Don't even pray about the bumps in the road because they're gonna be there. But I'll make you a 2026. Escalade with the best suspension, like all that stuff, and just stay close to me and seek me. And next year you'll have the 2027. I make that you. That's who I make you. I make you the best, what you wanted to be. Those things. And it's like, okay, because we fall short all the time. I'll say some crazy stuff. I'll do some crazy things. Sometimes the motives in my heart will be like, like I'm a Christian. I'll see a guy and his wife, she's a hot wife, and so I'll walk by that way because I want to
get more of a glance.
Be seen and get more of that. And I know that he's a married woman. I'm like, God, Lord, like that's like
that's just human instinct. That's just straight human instinct, though.
And if I write it on paper, I'm disappointed in myself.
Right, because it makes it real.
Paper, right, exactly. And so I have to be. That's why, like, dude, like all these cult leaders that try to do these things, they end up sleeping with everybody. Those cult leaders that freaking sleep with people's wives, like the sex is it says we have to flee from it, bro, because we are just all about it. That's why it's such a big deal about this with this chick, because it's a desire in us. It's a godly given desire for us to want companionship. So I don't hate on you for that at all. I just ask you to like seek wisdom and pray about it and all that stuff, and have an honest heart about it. I hope maybe because I think that people do meet for a reason. And I think that a lot of benefit could come from you and her, like iron sharpens iron. I think it's 27:11. Iron sharpens iron. Scripture. Iron sharpens iron is Proverbs 27:17. Basically, it's like we keep each other sharp because there's friction between us sometimes.
Right.
But we have a sharp blade because of it. So you and I were chatting it up all the time. Like that's really good. We have a sharp wit about us because we joke around.
Right, we keep each other. Yeah, exactly. We kind of keep each other accountable.
Yeah. So there is, and if you and her or whoever are able to speak life over each other, Isaiah 55:11, okay, is the word does not return void. So the word of God, which is like this bestseller that has been around for thousands of years. It doesn't return void. It goes somewhere in your spirit. Even if you're gaming, if you turn on a sermon, or if you like listening to some of the stuff I send you and all that stuff, you just have it on in the background, that goes where it needs to go in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I listen to that on the way to work. Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, I clear my head for the day.
Yeah, and so I gotta be careful. I need to listen to sermons more because lately I've been binging on that like on that how to be a Chad kind of stuff,
Yeah, those videos are fucking bad, bro. Like, I mean, they're good for perspective, but at a certain point, you just start like drowning in.
It's a lot, and so I have to I gave you a lot right away, and some of the stuff I gave you, I have barely started listening to.
I've been watching and listening to all of it. I've basically got through everything.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I haven't listened to anything since we talked about it yesterday and stuff, and I think
that's fine.
I gave Dylan a sermon. I think remember when we watched Church, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play Church." And you're like, "Yeah, sure, I'll watch it with you."
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I sent a sermon from him because it
is
touched
that
on
same
what
guy?
Theo. Yeah, the Asian guy.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll send it to you because I sent it to Dylan and he was like, because it was exactly on what Theo Vaughn was going through. Because Theo Vaughn was like talking about how like Romans 7 is basically why do I do the things I don't want to do, and I keep doing I keep doing all this stuff. So I'll just reply to. Can I reply to this? Forward. I just put it in here. when you're stuck in the same patterns.
Okay.
And he says like when we're disappointed in ourselves, it's because we're trusting in ourselves. That's the problem. We were trusting in ourselves. And a lot of times, that's why Solomon, the guy who's the smartest guy ever, you know, who wrote the book of wisdom and stuff, he failed at chicks, dude.
I mean,
like he failed it, and it was just like, man. So, anyways, that's the things that's kind of like the long short of it. I sent you something really funny on the bitches ain't shit, because that was good. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever his name is, the Jacob Abdu or whatever. He's like, he nailed it. And then someone in the chat nailed it too. He's like, bro, whenever a girl says they don't like liars, they love it, you know?
Oh.
And then when a girl says she hates cheaters, she's expecting it. That's crazy because no woman wants a man that knows her. Isn't it nuts? I was like, bro, that is so true. That is so true. Now keep in mind, and the Bible also says at one point, it says, no one can find a good woman, not just.
Yeah, like...
Ecclesiastes 7 okay, so Ecclesiastes, Solomon also wrote the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes is a book of like, all right, so Solomon had everything. He had every bitch he could sleep with. He had all the gold. He had everything he could ever want, and he was so bored. He was like a depressed billionaire, right? Or a trillionaire. And so he was just so sad. And he's like everything's vanity. Nothing means nothing. He goes, everything means nothing, and it doesn't mean anything at all without God. God gives purpose to everything, and it's true. And so he says, but I couldn't. And Ecclesiastes 7:20 says, but I could not find the answers among 1,000 people. I found one good man, but among them all, I did not find a good woman. So this is saying that like think about that. Like you couldn't even find a good chick. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why it's like we got to make ourselves to where, like, I made the mistake of giving my whole heart before. I won't ever do that again. Jesus, God has my whole heart. No chick will ever have my whole heart again. And that's kind of a lesson that we learn, because we have to be able to be self-sustaining like that. And I think that because of what happened, God kind of is making up for it by making a daughter. We had a daughter. She looks just like me. The story's still being written. Who knows? But it's been tough. It's been really tough, bro.
I don't doubt it, especially when you have that, like, I don't know, not like a constant reminder, but you know, there's just that little glimpse of, you know, past.
My phone freaking knows it's my daughter because they're always flashing pictures of her, which I appreciate sometimes, but sometimes it hurts. Sometimes I don't,
you're like, dude, I don't need to see this today. It's not the
especially if I'm like, if I decide to Google big boobs, like, and I see a picture of my daughter, I'm like, gosh dang it, you know, like, it's
why am I
immediate
doing
conviction.
this? Right, because you're like, oh well, damn, that could be my daughter someday. You know, whatever, you know,
Google's fun.
So like that's the day I'm like, bro, you know. But it's like and so I think Romans, Paul writes about how like all things work out for good for those who love the Lord, you know. And so I have to trust that all things are working out for good. And so I just urge you to just seek the highest wisdom you can, which is not your wisdom. That's actually the worst thing that we could have, is when God gives us over to our own wisdom. God just hands us over to our own wisdom. That is the worst thing that could happen.
Right, because
we need God's wisdom, we need God's grace, we know all that stuff. And I just pray now, Lord, I just pray that you just give Isaiah wisdom with this situation that he's deciding to do, with going forward, whether he move or not, and with the situation with Mia, is that her name?
Yeah.
And with Mia, like that situation, Lord God, I want to thank you for that, in Jesus' name. So just like, you know, just keep on keeping on, man. I don't know. Just keep me posted, and if you need prayer about something, let me know.
Yeah,
just gather your people.
Kind of ride it out for a little bit, see kind of what happens. I mean, first of all, she wants to move in with me before she even exits. So I mean,
that might be a saving grace, because if you guys are glycerine, you know, or like, you know, baking soda and vinegar, like then it'll hopefully not.
But at least, like, you know, at least it'll be said and done before it becomes a fucking, you know, I'm stuck in Texas.
Right. Yeah, you know, and that kind of thing. And then like I'm still getting my shit together and all that stuff, and I'm like, and I'm like I'm learning. I'm more and more. I forget who said it. Like there was a really good documentary I saw where they like somebody was talking to this Cuban guy who moved to this country, and the Cuban guy was giving this young guy advice saying like, in this country you can't solve other people's problems at all until you solve your own problems. And so I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to be able to solve more and more of my own problems. You know, as a man, we grow when we take on more weight, when we take on more responsibility. That's when we grow. And so,
Right,
like, I
'cause
was
it's
all like,
forced in your
"Oh,
hand.
right." And just like when you you start putting on more weight on that squat rack, that's when you start growing muscles and start getting strong and all that stuff. You know, and so like,
That's fair. Yeah, that makes
the whole
sense.
I was beating myself up. I was like, I'm not a good dad yet. This and that. It's like that. No one knows. Everyone learns as they go.
Yeah, you know how to be a
As
good dad until you know how you're doing. Like,
they start, yeah, literally, kids having kids is really what happens even when they're 30 something. They're just kids.
I was gonna say,
30-year-old
I'm a fucking
kids.
giant ass kid, dude. I'm 30 now. I'm a giant ass kid.
And they just learn, bro. They just learn. And they just keep going.
Right, because I mean that's just how life is. Is always learn something new every day. Like I say that ironically, but literally you learn something new every day. Like.
Yeah, for real. I think, what is Will watching?
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll be alright.
It'll be fine. It'll work out. It's fine. I'm not stressing about it really, but it's just like.
Do not just like if you're thinking with your dick, dude. Just try to like take care of that, and just like do not think with your, like you gotta think clearly. You gotta think clearly, bro.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I guess like I don't know. I guess like I'm better about not doing that because like we've slept together like in the same bed for what 4 weeks, 5, 6 weeks now, and we haven't done a single thing. And she's been like, and then she even told me, she's like, yeah, I wish you would just like, just do something. I'm like, eh. Like,
Make
So
me.
she's wanted to sleep with you?
like, oh yeah, like this one time, she's like, hey, can you like rub my leg or whatever? So I'm sitting there rubbing, like, she's like, no, like a little more up. So I'm like rubbing up. She's like, yeah, I wish you just like tore off my pants and just started going at it. I'm just like, oh, I did not pick that up at all. I was just giving you a fucking leg massage. like I'm kind of being oblivious to it. Like I know what's going on, but I'm just being oblivious to it because it's like I'm waiting for her to either like make the move of jumping on top of me or the time where it feels right to actually.
Right.
Which more likely can be the point of she's just gonna jump on top of you because like what the fuck are you doing here?
Right. I mean, is it the weed that makes you not wanna? Are your T levels low? Because that zinc and that magnesium will help you get your T levels back up. And I think.
I don't know. To be fully honest with you, like I'm just a fucking depressed person all the time. That I like just like.
Well, T levels are huge on our motivation, and the T levels we have, supposedly our T levels now are like that of our grandmas from like during World War II times. Like they're pretty. Like that's how crazy because of all the.
I mean,
Yeah,
it makes sense, but
the,
Jesus Christ, yeah.
because I mean, we grew up going to school eating square pizzas with who knows what in it.
Square pizzas, oh my god.
surviving on Pop Tarts and cereal things from a box, all dead food. And then we have like microplastics in our nuts. We have all these crazy things going on now. And we were given God knows what vaccines, like all these things that they just kind of just just do that.
Well, you're just gonna do this now, yeah. That's just how it is now,
right?
Yeah.
And so when you move away from that, and I remember Tony Robbins talking about how he feels better at his age than he did when he was younger, and I didn't get it. But then again, I was also smoking cigarettes, and I was all like, taking antidepressants and all that stuff, and like not giving my chance, and then partying on the weekends and just flushing myself out of all these minerals and not taking care of myself. And so, do you know your blood type?
O.
Do you know what kind of blood type do you?
I'm pretty sure it's O. I want to say I'm
You
blood
think
type
it's O?
Yeah, I want to say it's O. Of what I
Okay,
last
so I'm
remember,
O.
it's O.
I'm O positive.
So
Let me see if I
I
can.
think it's O positive.
All right. Immune. You might want to Google this, but I can give you a rough and dirty list of it because this is what I go by. If you don't know it, you can like actually. So there's no positive or negative with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's all let's see. This one's called immune boosted diet for blood type, and so I'm type O as well, and so wait, hold on, no.
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, you can look. You'll be able to look at this stuff, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's my blood type." Because, like, for me, bread and grains, hell no. Like, they just don't. They don't sit well with me. They don't work very well. I just kind of feel like crap. Like a bunch of grains. I'll send this to you,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to figure it out. And I just was like, "Well, why do I feel like crap?" Like, because I love kiwis. Kiwis are so good, but I just never. I just felt like I didn't feel great after I would have them, and it just doesn't. They don't agree with me.
right. Oh,
So
man.
I would go through. I'll send it to you too, Dylan. I would try more than one.
Me too.
And so I would just kind of like, and so these diet for your blood type thing, of course, like you gotta understand that the media and also like big pharma doesn't want you looking at this stuff. They're gonna be like, oh that's pseudoscience,
right.
that doesn't
that's
mean
fake
it.
news.
It's like, are you sure? Because this is pretty on point with my food. Like pretty on point. Like there's foods that like it says this is a very really basic one. But you look at one that like keep Googling diet for the blood type for guys you know in your 30s, diet for the blood type for guys for like I don't know if any of y'all are diabetic or anything, like just keep on looking at different versions of it, and it gives you more and more like crazy versions. Like I think avocados are like neutral for me, you know, things like that, and it'll show you what you can and can't eat. When you start paying attention to that stuff and you start avoiding, like for me, milk is like not kind of a great thing.
Yeah, I mean,
just
I'm
can't
like
really do it.
I'm lactose intolerant and I can't eat pork. So I mean, after the honestly, all that shit. I'm glad.
Yeah.
That
There you go. Pork. A friend of mine I had at the ministry. I remember we were in the kitchen working. He said we were having pork. He said I made this face, and he's like, "I'm sorry, it's against your religion, you know." But like, the thing is, I don't like eating pork if I don't have to. I just don't. It increases your blood pressure because of all the salt content, and it's also cheaper because of that. You know, because meat's so expensive now.
oh my god, yeah.
And then, but you know, I'd rather if there's a pork chop that's cooked well, I'd rather have that than a burger or something that like you know that you can have in a McDonald's little thick box that it comes in for 20 years and it doesn't degrade. You know, like you've seen the. And so this hopefully that'll let you know like give you an idea of what to start looking into. And as soon as it cut out milk, I started feeling better. But I was like nuking my gut, dude. I was having like
fair,
Fruit Loops with like just milk and just like why do I feel like crap and why do I have bubble guts and I guess this is just the way it is and it's like no, like
it has to be that way.
You know,
yeah. That's something I kind of fucking realize is like when I quit eating all that shit, like I don't feel noticeably better, but it's just like I know like I don't have that same kind of like my stomach, whatever, like it doesn't bother me as much. I was always wondering, I'm like, why does I feel like fucking, I don't know, like I wouldn't feel like shit, but like I would just feel like I had like a rock or something in my fucking stomach. That's probably what the problem was, fucking, all that.
Walking is incredibly underrated. Walking is just a goat of a great exercise. Walking, it makes you just so much sharper and yeah, and then I think if you start lifting heavy, I think they showed that there's like people that they got these people who are like in their 60s to lift heavy, like we're talking heavy, like 70% of their weight, 70%, 80% of their weight, and they were getting like they did their I forget what the test is where they check your age, like your body wise, not just chronological, but like health wise,
right.
And they would go down in age as they would do that stuff more and more.
Yeah, my grandma is.
She's in her 90s.
Oh, so my other grandma, so that's my great grandma's in her 90s, and then my just grandma, her uncle is 87, 88, and just won the America's Strongman lifting something, and that dude lifted like fucking like 500-600 fucking pounds or something crazy.
Wow.
And he's like 88, bro. Like fucking
That's nuts, dude.
That's insane.
That is wild, bro.
And like just like you said, like because you know he does all these workouts and whatever, and like his body literally is younger as young as like a fucking 60-year-old or some crazy shit like that. Like he got tested or whatever, and it's literally like his fucking his age is fucking like 60 or something, but he's actually 80. It's crazy,
dude.
And then my great grandma, dude, that lady walks fucking miles a day, dude, miles a day.
Yeah.
That's why she's 94 and still, she takes vitamins every day. She gets up, does shit. It's like stays active and tries to keep.
That's huge. That's real huge.
I mean, I definitely see it. I mean, check. I have like a fucking first glance of seeing it actually work. So.
Yeah, I think I was looking at something about exercise. What's that weird name? It's a YouTube channel. It's so popular. Hold on. Germany is gone. Hold on. YouTube. Germany is over. It's by what's the name of this YouTube? Kurzgesagt?
I'm not
K-U. All right, hold on. Yeah, it's like a really popular. You've seen this channel before, or you've watched something up from it. It's like this. I can't.
If it's Russian, probably.
Hold on. Copy.
I watch a lot of Russian. Yeah.
It's so funny. All right, so that channel. You've seen stuff from that channel.
Oh, yeah. Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, how many?
Kyrgyzstan.
It has 25.2 million subscribers. This guy makes so much money off of YouTube. It's insane. So he was having a video about working out, and one of the guys, and I didn't even finish it, but one of the guys in the thing said that like an old timer in the comments, an old timer had told him, he says, life will give you the best body for the lifestyle you have. If you don't like your body, change your lifestyle.
True.
So like that gamer neck, you know how we can have that turkey thing? Like, it's because we like lean our head forward.
Ah, dude, I'm glad you said that because I've just caught myself doing it really bad.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
Jesus, yeah.
We have to like lean our head back, and then our tongue posture. Basically having our tongue, like just where we put our tongue is everything. Like I'll see.
Tongue posture.
I'll define. Yeah, so your tongue posture. So basically you
That's
put.
new.
You know how when you do little, like you go like tit for tat, where you put your teeth, like you do make T's like that.
Oh,
you
yeah,
put
yeah,
your
yeah.
tongue there.
Yeah. Oh,
like
okay, yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
You smile, and then you swallow to where your whole tongue is at the roof of your mouth. The most important part is the back of your tongue that is up near the roof of your mouth. And at that point, you start to breathe better. And you'll notice your neck is kind of taut. It's not like slacking down.
Kind of keeping your whole body like.
Yeah. So you do
Right,
that. You swallow.
yeah.
You swallow a couple times to where your tongue is suctioned up to the roof of your mouth. And over time, you'll start to just like do it without you thinking.
Right.
So as you do that, you'll have, and just make sure that you're not leaning your head forward, because when you have your head forward like gamer neck, what you're doing is you're pushing 60 pounds worth of extra weight on your neck in that skin. And so without on a separate thing is you kind of like the way you combat that is you sit in a chair, you look straight ahead, and you push your head back. You know how you do like when you try to give yourself a double chin, like you're like, let's say pretend someone tries
That's
to hand
exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to give myself the double chin to like really stretch back.
Now, do you feel the stretch at the base of your skull in the back?
Yeah, and it hurts like a motherfucker. So that means I need to do it.
You want that. That stretch is, you want that, and that helps with the So if you, it's like someone trying to, hey, smell this. In high school, my friend had this green marker, smelled so bad, and he loved having people smell it because the face they'd make. And so, like, pretend someone's trying to get you to smell something that smells bad. And you're like leaning your head back.
You're like,
no,
oh
I'm not gonna
yeah.
do that. Yeah. So just make sure your posture, and then you just kind of like do that. And you do that a couple of times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all these exercises with they'll help it kind of with the whole slouching and stuff. But you look up tongue posture.
Okay.
And look up, and then that whole thing. I'll find the videos if I can, and I'll send them to you and stuff. But like I've been doing them recently, they've helped a lot. Because remember I had it when we were gaming like for like 12 hours at a time, and we're gremlining.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Like just not good.
No.
And just like this is not good, and that kind of thing, like that takes a toll. Literally, sitting in your chair is like smoking, bro. Like just smoking, like not good. It's just that bad for you. Gotta stay active.
Yeah,
And,
I try my best not to just fucking plop my ass down, but
it's hard when because you make these games so fun.
yeah, especially when every game is at least an hour, you know, to even, you know, do anything.
Yeah, the prologue.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck, dude. Like, I have to at least spend, you know, at least 30 minutes or an hour, at least, you know, just playing a game. Then you're already sitting there for an hour. You're like, well, fuck, I'm already here, so I might as well, you know, keep going.
Right. Can you see my Steam right now or no?
Ah! 1 second, I'm just got... Yeah, I can.
Okay, this one is... I get this game. Hold on, I need to update this, but like... I got this for free, by the way. This Groundkeeper game. What game was it? It is Core Keeper. This game right here. This game supposedly is really fun, bro.
It kind of looks insane already, to be honest. What's...
It's up to eight people.
Oh shit!
And it's like you got this. Aspen was like a 10 out of 10 game. Like just a fun adventure game.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be nice and relaxing, or you know, not relaxing, but you know, it'd be just a nice change.
Right.
So what do you do? Just kind of...
Yeah, you're just kind of like exploring, building a base. It's just like this open world type of thing. Like, and then you got insane bosses like this. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it looks fucking pretty.
It's so the reason I went to buy. I was good looking at this game. I was like, well, I want to try. You know, this game came out to be cheaper. But that last game I showed you. Aviator Factor.
Yeah.
For some reason, it was like instead of $20, it was like $17 if I bought it with that. I was like, I already own that game. Give me a discount. But this is the game. Okay, so Pal World made this game. And yeah, this is the game that they're like, hey, I already own this one, but this is. Anyways, yeah, that's what I was gonna try to. I'm gonna see if maybe when we're bored, we can have something to do like that. I'll try to initiate it so we don't get stuck playing old stuff.
Yeah, I'm for whatever. I'm always on.
Dylan, are you on?
Terraria. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. I don't know what you said you're getting shot at, Rusty?
Yeah, I'm sitting there fighting Kaban, but you guys are good.
You're fighting who?
Kaban on Streets, that big old boss dude.
I gotta run Streets at some point and see how my PC's running it.
I'm not gonna lie, I changed some of my graphic settings, and Streets for me is running. I mean, I shouldn't say amazing, but like, holy fuck, way better, way better.
Really?
And you have a way better computer than I do, so you must be, you'll be fucking good. I can give you my graphic settings, cause like I have my graphic settings, but then like for your computer, you can literally like amp up the settings I have and still be fucking chilling.
Well, because mine is a 2070 Super, you have a 2060, but I think the Super gets me to like a 3060, or makes my graphics card act a little
Oh,
which is
newer.
crazy. The fact that they do that, man.
Right.
It's they punish early adopters, bro. That's crazy.
I know. I hate it, man.
It's like, bro. All right, we're uninstalling this. Uninstalling Marathon. Marathon's dying right now, dude.
I haven't seen anything of Marathon, to be honest with you. Like, no one's played anything. I haven't heard people play it, talk about it, no nothing.
There's a game I wanted to like play. I wanted to see if there's an Uber game, because a lot of times you have to select a ride on the fly, and it's not profitable. So you have to like with your head do math real quick, you know.
Right.
And you have someone in the car. Sometimes you even be in a conversation. And I was like, man, they should make a game out of this, bro.
I mean, to be fair, they probably could. It'd be kind of
Like
good,
for real,
too.
like even if it's like a roguelike where you use cards and stuff, like it didn't have to be all graphics and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But like where you literally have
card game.
a few seconds to select a ride or not, and it's like if it's profitable or not.
We just need some brain games again. You know, when we were in school and had those math games in computer class, and they were just brain games. Basically, some shit like that, to be honest. But just for Uber.
like this game right here is like it's like an Indy 500 game, and you have to do wear and tear on your tires, and you have to do the gas mileage, and you use these cards, right? And so if there was an Uber game like this, where you're like, your tires are getting worn down, you got to replace this. The gas is up right now, and so you have to like take this all into consideration when you have to select rides or decline them. And you have to decide: are you going to be a dick and just decline all your rides, or are you going to like be really select? You know, or are you going to start accepting all of them to get a higher, you know, and take the risk to try to see if these like surge prices are going to help you out or not, like kind of that kind of thing. And I was like, man, I'd be kind of neat to do that, you know, if.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it makes you, you know, make choices. And, oh, there's consequences. Oh my God, consequences to your actions, you know, choices. Yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah, for real. Let me see. Let me show you. I'm gonna look at this in front of y'all because this is gonna be. So I have a buddy from my Bible study. He's starting his own. Oh shoot. He's starting his own Uber app to where people can request us personally.
Cool.
So we get 100 to the fare, right? Which is good. And I've had people request already, like, hey, you know, I would like, is there any way I can request you personally? I'm like, yeah, sure, you know, this and that. And that way, okay. Let's do this. Let me change my screen. See what this looks like. I'll change my screen. Okay, I changed it. You'll be able to see it now. So he wants me to do a testimony on this, and I was like, a testimony once they start making money, which I'm down. So my MSA, my service app, get free access now. The app Uber Black drivers use, keep 100% area fare, eliminate monthly car payments.
Оп, а я быстрее тебя, гандон.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this.
Oh my God, I just killed Kaban again.
Oh. Kaban.
Yeah. Guy with the giant LMG. Fuck. Can't believe it. PKM.
Alright, let me pop in Rust real quick, and I'll run some with you on there too, Rusty. Let me just.
Yeah, no, you're good. I might switch over to Rust here.
I want to see how streets. Dylan, are you in there right now?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
Bop.
Sick.
Last one.
And ¿dónde está Gus?
¿Dónde está Gus? Oh, there he is.
Man, I miss Walmart not being 24 hours, dude.
Honest. Oh my god. Being able to go grocery shopping at fucking 3 in the morning away from the entire world. Amazing.
Yeah, it's just something to do.
And yeah, really, it was just also something to do for people to go in the day.
You're right. I'll be right back.
This is so fire. The wallpaper pack.
I was gonna
So it
ask,
changes the background.
how do you get all those different, like, gore skins? You know, for, like, the bases all have, like, the anime girls and all that stuff? Like, is that, like, by personal choice, or, like, or do they already have that in game, or, like, what's going on
Steam.
with that? Oh, so you just buy, like, game skins, or I guess, whatever you call it?
Yeah, it's like the same as CS.
They all actually
But,
cost
like-
money, or is it?
Yeah, but it's like things are like $1.
Okay, so
Most things are like $1 or $2.
okay.
It's like literally not like it's reasonable, well more reasonable.
Motherfucking
I
$20,000
just
for a
recommend, like,
pair of goddamn gloves.
the shit in here, yeah, for real. For one fucking item, like all this shit in here. I haven't even gotten to use this yet, but this is probably one of my favorite things in here. It turns the rocket launcher into an RPG.
Yo, what? That's fucking. Actually, looks pretty good. Oh, so okay.
But yeah, there's like all sorts of shit in here. And then they have like weekly shit. But yeah, like I said, I always check like this. It's supposed to refresh. I think it does tomorrow.
Oh, and everything just costs. Okay. But it's not, I mean, it's crazy it still costs money, but it's not as fucking expensive as I was gonna.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, like
$5,
you get,
$7
like,
bucks per thing or some crazy shit like that.
like I think all the door stuff I've had for a while, but I don't think I spent more than like $3 on each one.
Ah, okay, easy. Yeah, see, stuff like that, I mean, I know, like, after a while it kind of stacks up, but, like, you know, like, but you have a giant stack of shit, though, because of it. So it's like, it kind of, you know, help out, I feel like. In comparison to other fucking games with boxes and whatever you...
Yeah. had a friend. Let's do that.
Remind me not to insure anything anymore until I get rid of all these boxes.
Are you getting a bunch of stuff back?
Yeah, I've gotten MMPX and remember the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when I did the insurance fraud?
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff came right back. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining here, but
Like, damn.
time is. Yeah. Accept yes. What is this? Jeez.
Oh, Will's an idiot, bro. This is a superhero challenge, and so I was like the metal superhero's hands. He's like anti-matthew. What the fuck? Like, yeah, I'm playing it. I don't know if you can hear it. Do I have to do my whole screen for you to hear it?
Depends on if you chose audio now. They changed it, I think. I think it does by default.
Yeah, I hear it.
You hear it? Okay, I changed it.
What are they doing?
He always gloats when he gets the answer right. He gloats so hard, and then he's
So good. Half my-
what an idiot. Billy Nerd Cred.
Get him, girl. Say, shut your bitch ass up. Ow. Good girl. Fucking damn dirty dogs and your damn dirty paws. Fuck. Team manager adds the ability to invite, promote, or create team via command. This one has more downloads.
He's such a moron. My nerd cred is still good, man. Zippy.
You fucking bitch.
I'm getting fucking wood. Over it.
Yeah,
Say
right.
what?
I fell asleep.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm just gonna fucking hate. So annoying.
Well, what do you mean with tomorrow?
Oh, like the past like 2, 3, 4 hours, I've been fixing one word fucking answer.
Why is she mad at you?
Oh no.
Because you're not like, oh, because you're not like, go ahead, come live with me.
Basically, yeah, probably.
That you late? Okay, so she's. So if it was raining, would it be your fault?
To be honest, I would be. I feel like she's not
Yeah.
the type of person. Well, I kind of
To
like.
hell,
Yeah.
hell to no, bro. You want a woman that makes life lighter. That's why women are always like, oh, I want a high status man, and it's like, yeah, you gotta be a high status woman. You gotta be a woman that makes life lighter, not harder. Like testing guys and all that stuff. It's like no, like the women that billionaires and all these people end up marrying are like lovely and shit for the most part, and smart and all these. You know what I mean? Like Jeff Bezos did not remarry some like bitch. You know what I mean? Like she's not like this awful girl. You know what I mean? Like she probably is like a delight to be around, and you feel seen and heard when you talk to her and all that stuff. You know, that kind of thing. Like don't settle, bro. And this is coming from a person who's
Yeah, I told her that the other night. I was kind of fucking mad. Well, I wasn't really mad, but I was just kind of annoyed. Cause like, or yesterday when I said I was gonna go play pool, like we went to go play pool, and then like, and she's like, well, I'm not gonna drink because I don't want to like give my mom like talk shit to me or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's fair. So I'm like, fine. I ordered her like a drink. I'm like, well, I'll just get like a Sprite or something. And she's like, you're not gonna drink. I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink. She's like, don't do that to me. I'm like, what? She's like, don't do that. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, if you're not gonna drink, I'm not gonna do it. She's like, well, what's the point of us even coming out then if you're not gonna drink? I'm like, I don't want to spend time with you. That's the point. She's like, well, I mean, if that's the case, then we could just hung out at your house. I'm like, okay, so why don't we do that then? She's like, well, I wanted you to drink because But why are you getting mad at me that
maybe
you
she
want me to
maybe she
fucking
wants
drink?
to have maybe she wants to have sex with you. I dated a girl that I didn't have sex with. We fooled around and I just wouldn't have sex with. This was like really really early on after Fiona had left with Nadia. And I was just like, man, and I was kind of depressed. And so I went on dating apps and ended up meeting this teacher. And she had 2 kids. One was like a teenager and one was like a 4-year-old boy. And I'm like, I don't know, man. The whole kid thing's kind of weird, and all that stuff. But like, so I wouldn't sleep with her. And like chicks kind of like it can kind of rub them wrong, or it kind of like really affect them, And women like sex just as much as we do, if not more,
Yeah, she's a sex addict. She already told me that.
She's a sex addict. Did you see that reel I sent you of bitches ain't shit?
No.
I gotta play this for you. I gotta play this for you because this is just too funny. I'm just having play it on my others. That way, if you can hear my screen, I'm gonna play it. Here, I'm gonna go to wherever it is. Here we go. Let me know if you can